G'day guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new here, I'm Craig Jenkins from Hydroblasting, and what I do here is I make old crap look new again. Customer dropped in yesterday with this CR250 frame and associated bits and pieces, triple clamp and cover and spring. What he wants done is this frame blasted. He doesn't want this polished look on. Someone that owned it before him's put a fair bit of work into polishing that, but what he wants to do is bring it back to a uniform finish all over, and we're going to stick it in the hydroblasting cabinet and see how we go. Here's a bit of a closer look at what we're starting with. Now, when these frames are manufactured, they've got lots of little ventilation holes so that they can breathe properly when they're welding the frame up. Some down there. So first thing we're going to have to do is go around and plug all those holes up just to stop glass getting inside the frame itself. Can be a pain in the ass when you put your bike back together, start it up, and it starts rattling glass out all over the floor. But anyway, we'll get to that and give you a look. Well, I've just had a good look over this frame, and I think I've plugged all the holes. So where there was threaded holes going into the frame, I've actually put screws in those. Always put a bit of thread tape around those. And I've put self-tappers just in there where the non-threaded holes are. And the bigger ones, where did I put them? Down here. I've put some plastic plugs in those ones, so hopefully we can put that in the machine and start blasting now, and no glass will get inside the frame. There's the frame inside the cabinet. As you can see, fits in there no problem. Usually takes about an hour and a half to do one of these things, so we'll see how we go. But anyway, let's crack on. There you go, viewers, that's the CR frame done after a wash. It's got a very nice uniform shiny look to it now, just what the customer ordered. We'll get onto this one of these triple clamps next, I think. So as usual with these things, I've put a bit of tape on the shaft of this triple clamp or lower clamp to protect the anodised coating that's on it. And I'll chuck this in the dry blaster and give it a couple of minutes in there and knock all this paint and shit off it first before I wet blast it. There's that triple clamp done. I just thought I'd bring it out in the sunlight and give you a proper look at it. How's that look, eh? That's looking the grouse. Let's get onto the top half now. Righto, same deal with this one. Quick dry blast to remove the painted coating or the coating that's on it. Put a bit of race tape over the little Honda wing there so that I don't damage that, and we'll make that look new. And have a bo peep at that, folks. Sexual is the word that comes to mind when I see that. Righto, let's knock the paint off this magnesium stator cover and give that a wet blast. These magnesium things never come up quite the same, and really need to be painted again anyway to stop them rotting. And that's what the cover looks like with the paint knocked off it. Let's chuck it in the wet blaster now and see what the difference is when that comes out. And there's a look at the magnesium cover after it's been hydroblasted. It's come up quite clean. Never quite get the same finish on magnesium as you do on aluminium. As I said, this thing really needs a coat of paint put on it to preserve its lifespan. Anyhow, let's see what we can do with this brake lever. And there's that brake lever. That's looking fresh as a daisy. And I'll tell you something else for free. This little grippy thing on the end here that's made of steel, that's going to rust if you don't get your little paintbrush out and put some paint on it before you put it back on your bike. There you go. Righto, let's knock the paint off that spring now. And there's a look at that spring after a quick trip to the dry blasting cabinet. No paint left on that. That's ready for the customer to slip a bit of colour back on it. Anyhow, that's all the CR parts done. What do you reckon about that? they come up all right. Well, I'm all done and dusted on that job, viewers. Time for a beer. Yeah, hope you got something from that video anyway. That's what you can do with your bike parts. Bit over 2 hours work in that lot, so it's not going to break the bank. Anyhow, don't forget, if you want to give the old Hydroblaster a bit of a stiffy, push that subscribe button. You can hit the like as well. Anyhow, until next time, cheers.